Hello everyone, my name is Alberto. Welcome back to my channel. As always, since I keep forgetting, please like the video and subscribe if you aren't. It's a great help. This is the apron we made last time. As you can see, I did all this like strappy thing, which was a bit uncomfortable, so I decided to make some modifications, and I'm gonna show you what I decided to do. First of all, we just have to simply cut away these cotton straps because they were way too thin. They just look wrong. The easiest way is just to cut slightly above the seam, very simply, just to get rid of them. And then with a nice pair of very sharp scissors, which you should always have, cut very close to the seam, as close as possible without actually cutting the seam. And this way you can just basically take away the last threads that made up the cotton strap, and it will come clean off. Then I took the wider strap, the one I showed you again in the first video, I think, because I just liked it more, and I attached it slightly below where the apron ends. And then, since I decided I wanted quite a thick sort of stop where the strap attaches, I also did another seam at 3 centimeters from the top of the apron. This is because, as you can see, when you fold it, you have sort of a higher, deeper little bit, which I think it just looks better. Again, this is all very simply a look issue. And then you just fold it up without pulling, because otherwise it would sort of pull the fabric underneath. Just folding it flat, and then edge stitch all around to create this box. And then again, not necessary, but I decided to do also an X in the middle. Again, just all very decoration, not necessary stuff. And then we have only one side attached. This is because I'm gonna do as we were planning in the beginning, just a normal loop to put your head through. So what I did is just I put it on, measured it, cut it, and then I'm just attaching the other side in the same exact way. And this is the simplest and easiest way to even attach a different strap onto another apron in case you need. Now, since I did put these loops already, I want to keep them because I do like the look, even though my cotton strap wasn't quite wide enough, but I still liked it. So I just attached another piece of strap on the loop, just folding it twice like that and stitching it down. So basically we're just continuing the belt. And what I decided to do in this case is to create a buttoned belt. So you would just take this, feed it through the other side loop, fold it back, and that way you can just stop it wherever you want. So again, like we did in the other one, the easiest thing is just to try it on and take a measure. I just cut away the excess because I knew I wouldn't need such a big belt. So you can already double fold the edge, and that's just to finish it so it wouldn't fray. So once that's done, again you will try it on. I folded it back and basically marked with the pin where the strap would end, so I knew basically the amount I needed to keep, like so. And here you have some options. You could put Velcro, but I decided to go with some snap buttons. You have two pieces. The flat back is the bottom, and the rounded, more domed part is the top. These are the ones you need to sew on. There are some that you can put on like grommets, but sometimes either you get a very good quality one, or the usual kits, they tend to come apart, and I just didn't like it. So I had these lying around, so I'll just show you how to attach them in case you never done it. So these have these 4 holes at the sides. So you would just double thread the needle to make it speedier, because it's an apron, it's not couture. And then you just feed it through. In this case, you can take advantage of the little level change with the folded hem to use it to stop the thread. And then what I do is just I pass it through very simply. So my camera crashed and deleted my footage. Great. I'm gonna show you again with the back, just in case I attached it fully, the top part. So I just fold it back in order to see where to place the other one. And then when you open it up, you can see basically to keep it at the same level, otherwise it would be slightly crooked. But again, the needle is double threaded, meaning that you tie both sides of the thread together in a knot, and this is because it makes it stronger and quicker. And then you just sew through. You could do a mattress stitch. That's what they taught me when I was learning. But honestly, on something like this, you don't need to. It doesn't really add any strength. But if you wanted, you could. It is prettier. And yeah, you just go through. I would do about 4 to 5 passes, because this is sort of a medium sized button. If you had a smaller one, you could do just 2 or 3, and a bigger one, obviously you would do more. You want to ideally fill the space with stitches that sort of fan out. That way you give it the best strength you can. And yeah, you just sew this all around. And usually where I start, on the side where I start, I don't start at the edge, I start more to the center. So when I am about to finish, I pass onto the one I started with, and that way I kind of feel it's less weak on the corners, because you sort of joined with the same thread again. And then you can just pick up one of the little loops under and tie a little knot, and then push the thread under it to do another knot to secure it. And then again, you push the thread away. That way you can just cut it and finish it like so. So this is a good option. I know sometimes these don't feel as secure, but these metal ones are quite good, especially if you get a good size. And it truly does feel very sturdy. It will last a long time. There is a slight chance that the thread might unravel if you haven't tied it well, but you can just basically fix it very, very quickly. And as you can see, it works. And you could also add multiple if you wanted to do sort of a adjustable one. But yeah, so this is the final result with all the modifications. I do really like it. So this is the final video. Thank you for watching. I hope it was interesting enough for you, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.